Hey, what's up, everybody? Here we go again. Merry Christmas. Episode 75 at face value. I'm Brian.
I'm Lucas.
I'm Will.
Super pumped to have you back again for another week. It is Christmas week. We're coming off fresh off the first round games Friday and Saturday for the college football playoffs rolling in, and so the group of eight is set. So we'll get into all those games, everything like that. We'll recap the games of the weekend and anything else that might have come up in recent history. We'll touch on all that. So let's go ahead and get rolling. Let's start with our hugs and hikes like we do every other week. So, Lucas, you want to start with a hug?
Yeah, I'm gonna give my hug to James Madison. Uh, they went up to Eugene. They covered, um, but that's about it. But the reason I'm gonna give them their hug is so I saw a stat. So Dan Lanning this year is making $11 million a year for his salary, and James Madison's NIL collective to their roster this year is $1 million.
Wow.
So that just shows the difference there. The head coach of Oregon is making 11 million. James Madison in totality is paying their players $1 million. Again, we'll probably get into it a little bit later. Just kind of the whole aspect of the group of fives and the overmatched, and it's just different competition at this point. But to go up there and, I mean, I'm not going to say it was a game. I honestly didn't watch it. I turned it on my phone because I had to watch it through HBO, which is really stupid. So I had to watch it on my phone. And I saw Oregon score in one play, and I turned it off. So,
Yep.
because I knew how this game was going to go. But credit to James Madison, good season, obviously. They Sunbelt champions, hang a banner, but yeah, just you feel bad for the kids. Just it's a different ball game. So
Absolutely.
yeah,
Going back to your first comment, it's not my hike, but I do want to give a hike to Oregon for allowing a 99-yard drive at the end of the game to allow James Madison to cover.
yeah,
So stopped me from having that one. So anyway,
for sure. Bad
yeah,
beat.
bad beat for sure. You got a hug, Will?
Of course I got a hug, boys. The NCAA Division One women's volleyball champion Texas A&M Aggies. Uh, for all the heartache and tough weekend it was a nice rebound Sunday. Unbelievable run they went on. They knocked off
Yeah,
three number one seeds in the Final Four, two straight set wins after two unbelievable games to even get there. And as we talked about last week, doing a reverse sweep against Louisville, knocking off the daunted Titan that is Nebraska in Nebraska, and then just um, getting to the Final Four there and really just dominating. After the first set in both, I mean, Kentucky was just all out of sorts. A&M was playing so confident. Volleyball, if you talk about women's sports to watch, it's actually more of the fun ones to actually watch. I mean, of
yeah,
course, I'm biased or not because of my team winning, but it actually really is fun to watch. So credit to them. Unbelievable season. It was either eight or nine seniors on that team that have been there, stuck it out, or have come in with this new regime they brought in 3 or 4 years ago. So um, great for those ladies. Great for the university after an otherwise very rough weekend. So shout out Texas A&M volleyball, national champs, baby.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I just wanted to give a hug to you guys and this podcast. Feeling the Christmas spirit, so just thankful for y'all making it 75 straight weeks. Never missing one, doing good. So still trying to get the followings up, but it's been fun just getting to talk everything sports with you guys every week. So it's always one thing I look forward to. So yeah, so I'm just thankful and hug to you guys.
appreciate it, dude. Give you a hug back,
Yeah, yeah.
a
Hugs
virtual
all
hug,
around, man. Hugs all around.
Hugs all around.
virtual hugs.
There you go. What about a hike, Lucas?
Yeah, I'm gonna give my hike to the flu and norovirus. I was very lucky this week to get both at the same time. Um,
Nice.
Oh,
Lucky you
so,
indeed.
so stomach bug, the norovirus, and then flu. And so I was curled up in a ball for 48 hours in the bed. Um, didn't want to move, didn't want to do anything. So I didn't get a lot of ball watching in. Yeah, I didn't even want to do that, man. It was brutal. Um, Finally on Saturday morning, I woke up and started feeling a little bit better after I got some Tamiflu in me. But um, this year the flu's no joke, dude. That's probably the worst I think I've ever felt in my life. It was rough.
Yikes.
So yeah, that can absolutely take a hike. Sickness can take a hike, and
Yeah,
get back on the horse and keep going.
for sure. Yeah,
what
dude,
a
I think
what a
go ahead.
wonderful early Christmas present.
Dude, I'm just glad it didn't happen on Christmas, man.
No
Like it was
joke.
No.
like it was crazy, man. I was at work Wednesday. At the end of the day, like I had to sprint to the bathroom and just blew chunks, dude. And
Mm,
then it was just downhill from there. Um, I think my face looks skinnier on this podcast today because I lost a lot of weight
yeah.
because I didn't eat anything,
Mm.
and I was just sweating bullets for 2 straight days. So yeah,
Yeah, I mean, there's been so much going around. I feel like the last month, like our family's had something. So I
yeah. I
feel
mean,
for you, dude. It's rough.
dude, I work in healthcare, and that's probably where I got it. I worked the hospital last weekend, and dude, the census in the hospital is so high because and I mean, I would say 70% of those cases are flu, COVID, that norovirus. Like it's wild. Like
Yeah.
it's crazy.
What about you, Will? You got a hike?
Hope, joy, fun, any of those superlatives can all take a hike.
Yeah,
All the emotions I felt over the course of the last 14 weeks, whatever we are, came crashing down in an utterly disappointing, disgusting 10-3 loss at the hands of the Miami Hurricanes at Kyle Field Saturday. Um, didn't see it coming. Definitely didn't see it coming that way. What an atmosphere, what a crowd, what just a cult we really are. And it sucked. It sucked, man. So to have the build up, feel those emotions for so long, first time in my lifetime, not going to sit here and thought we really had a chance to go win a natty. I'm not that, but man, to go out in such a wet fart, it really did sting. So all those emotions can take a hike because I now have 9 more months before I have the chance to possibly feel those again.
yeah. But sometimes it's about the journey, dude. Like you can't have the high of highs without having the low of lows, right? So A&M has the money, they have the resources. At some point, a team's gonna pop. Like that's what I've said for a long time. Like obviously, A&M is notorious. Aggie's gonna Aggie, whatever. But like at some point, it's gonna pop. Like
It,
everything's
it
gonna hit. The quarterback's gonna hit. Everything's gonna come together. One year you'll have a magical season. You'll win a natty. And when that happens, you'll remember today and have this weekend how bad it sucked, and you'd be like, yeah, the only reason I'm this happy is because I went through that. You know what I mean?
Lucas, I love your enthusiasm, but that's coming from a place of a person that has a fan base who is notoriously a popping team. You will be decent all the time, and then you will have your one off and pop. 29 years on this earth, we have never popped. This is the poppiest we've ever popped in my lifetime.
Yeah, but it's been slowly climbing up. Like you didn't pop in the 2000s. Like you weren't popping then,
We haven't popped since 1939.
for sure. But you also haven't had the resources like you have now. Like
You're
resource
right. Texas
re,
A&M wasn't doing all the under the table shit that everybody else was doing, I guess.
I mean, not to the
Before the
extent.
NIL.
Not yeah, and now there's like again, if everything comes together, you get the right quarterback, which matters. You get hot at the right time, which we'll touch on. Um, Yeah, like things like this happen. Like look at Texas A&M volleyball. They never won a national championship. They got hot at the right time. Odds were against them.
They did. They
That's
did. They
that's
got scorching hot.
yeah. And if you go roster like position by position on A&M's volleyball team, which I know nothing about, I guarantee you the girls on the A&M volleyball team didn't have the same stars as the Nebraska girls. You know what I mean? And so sometimes that's what it is too. Sometimes the right team has to get hot at the right time. But again, at some point, A&M is gonna make it there just because they're gonna be hanging around with all the big dogs because they have the resources to be there. So that is one thing. I mean, I understand you're upset, and I would be too. Don't get me wrong, but sometimes I guess having this for almost 100 years probably isn't great, but
No. Again,
think
with
about
in a season that just felt really good. Again, it probably would have ended the next round, and I would have been more okay with it. But the 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 fans, everybody deserved that win at Kyle Field. Everybody
yeah.
that's poured their soul into just a ever sinking ship year after year after year, knowing what the outcomes are, they deserve to win. Whether we lose, we would have lost by 4 touchdowns to Ohio State. Irrelevant. They deserve that win Saturday.
One last question on this topic for now. We'll get back to it later.
Yeah, yeah.
Would have you rather lost like you did, and like it was an ugly loss, but it was pretty ugly both ways. But you were in the game at the end of the game, like you had a
hmm
shot. Would have you rather lost like you did, or would have you rather been up 17 points in the first half, and then not score again, and or not score till way late and lose
Lost,
like Oklahoma did?
lost the way we did, guys. I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
there is no sport, in my opinion. There's nothing almost in the world that gives you the fluctuation of feeling in the moment than watching
yeah,
your favorite team and for probably most of us your favorite college football team, maybe outside of Brian and the Cowboys. But I know at least with me and you, Lucas, with watching our college football teams, just the emotional roller coaster a 4 quarter game can put you through. And yeah, I mean, obviously up until the final throw, I was living in the most the highest of highs and the lowest depths of hell back and forth for an entire 4 quarters. So yeah, yeah, it sucks to lose, but yes, I would have rather lost how we did.
yeah,
Have a chance, be there, got to live with it. But there's always a winner, there's always a loser. So sometimes you end up on the wrong side.
yeah.
Indeed.
Brian.
Well, I'm gonna give my hike to the University of Michigan again this week. So more stuff has now come out against Michigan to where, on top of the Sharon Moore deal, apparently Coach Matt Weiss in 2022 was allegedly hacking into student accounts to steal explicit message or images and videos off of student accounts. So kind of a wild deal, big FBI investigations. Now it's all really coming to light. So I guess more specifically, the Michigan football program is if all this turns out to be true, is just absolutely insane what is going on right now in that program. Like it's just something you would never imagine to actually be like a real thing. Like you see movies and you see like crazy things and stuff, but like to see it in reality like it is right now, it's unbelievable to watch right now. It's crazy.
All the stuff that's coming out there, I'm guaranteeing that they would much rather their governor come out against their head coach and make a national public statement like LSU did. Because I mean, LSU was getting drugged for all that stuff going down with Brian Kelly. I mean, I surely Michigan would much rather take that than what's going on right now because this is a bad look. And
Bad.
But it's
again,
stacked. Like this is
yeah,
it's scandal after scandal after scandal.
dude, it's like
What is this,
Tiger
like
King.
7 years now, 8 years straight now of something going crazily wrong?
Yeah, it's like Tiger King, dude. You watch that documentary?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like something crazy happened. Next episode, something even more outlandish and wild. The next episode, it's just nuts. And surely the NCAA or somebody has to come down on. They have to get some sort of punishment for this, right? Like, I mean, how can you let this happen? Like,
You're right, Lucas, but what authority does the NCAA even have anymore?
no, I agree, but somebody like there has to be some repercussions. Like there are parents that send their kids to these schools, and like there's adults that are doing this crap. It's crazy.
Yeah, but they won a national title, so all of it doesn't matter.
I mean,
It was all worth it to them.
I
And the
guess.
people in charge all got paid to go somewhere else.
Yep.
Oh, they got a show cause. Who give?
Yeah,
They're never they weren't coming back anyway.
for
So
sure.
I get your point, but like the people that need to be punished will never be punished.
True.
And like every other time, it's the kids coming in there now are the ones that are gonna get the brunt of anything they do, and nobody that was doing it at the time.
But with the portal and all this stuff, like if you punish the school, now kids are not going to go there. And that's what they deserve. The program deserves that. The program deserves
Correct, but like I
for
mean,
the kids can get out. Like if somebody
somebody's
from
going there.
yeah from JMU,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah.
But they shouldn't. There should be some sort of repercussions. I don't know what, but this is getting out of hand for sure.
Yeah, I do wonder what comes out of everything just because it is stacking. I mean, 2 years ago, we are talking about just Connor Stallion standing on the opposite sideline stealing signs. And now we're to the point we are. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I do wonder what the NCAA or Michigan, I mean, because I mean,
Yep.
Michigan's AD's on the CFP committee, right? Like, I mean,
I know
he's
he
like,
was this year. He
I
was
say, I know
last
he
year.
has been in the past, but again, so he's been directly involved in a lot of decision making. It's like, dude, like you're not even paying attention to what's going on in your own program, or either not paying attention or allowing and trying to keep this stuff under wraps because you're winning a national title. So
Yeah.
I don't
Hmm.
know, crazy
Not great.
stuff. Yeah, not a great look for Michigan.
No.
I was in related news, I was reading about the deal with Brian Smith out of Ohio University. I don't know if y'all seen all that or not.
Mm-mm.
So he got fired for cause because he was having a relationship with an undergrad student. And
Mm.
so they tried to fire him for cause, said it was a whole situation, or he was having a intermarital affair, and so that's why he's married for cause. So now he's firing back, and he was saying how his wife and he had been separated for months, and that he was like openly like not even trying to hide this relationship, and that there's nothing in the policy that says that staff can't date students, and so it's just a whole big deal going on right now, and so yeah, it's crazy over there.
Also, in part of that for cause was for drinking in the office. They tried to pull that card,
Yeah.
like for having drinks with the coaches, like after wins or like after a meeting or stuff like that.
LSU
Like
would have
that
used
hasn't
that.
gone, huh?
LSU would have used that one for Brian Kelly.
I, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say 95% of FBS coaches should be fired then for cause if
Oh
that's
yeah,
gonna be able to be held up for cause. Like that's crazy. I mean,
absolutely.
that happens. Boys, that happens in high school.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Brian. I don't know if I should say that with you being here, but I mean, like, there's some people going to the parking lot and cracking some beers after a big game. Let's be honest. Like this happens in Texas high school football. You ain't firing nobody for cause for that. Like
No, that's
they
silly.
were. It's a big reach. It's a big reach. But yeah, I saw the same thing, Brian, with the whole. And I read everything you read. They were already separated. I mean, you want to talk about age gap or whatever, but there's nothing illegal about it. There's no way to fire somebody for cause for that.
The
So
only
I
thing,
don't.
the only thing
I
is, I mean, I'm pretty sure, like in most universities, there is the policy is like staff cannot have relations with students. That's definitely in policies somewhere. Surely.
Is it students or is it only if if they're part of like the athletic deal or something? Because if it's
Man,
just a student, like I don't know what the legality is there. I really
Yeah, because I
don't.
mean, because if they're
Bill
adults and
Belichick.
they're just going to school there, I mean, yeah, like,
Yeah,
I
everyone knows Bill's. Yeah,
mean, I think it's as
She's
long
in the
as you,
suite.
that's a
yeah, I
good
think it's as
point.
long as there's like not an affiliation with the athletic department, which this student didn't, and neither does. Well, I guess Bill Belichick's girlfriend's not technically; she's just the
Cheerleader.
social media director or whatever she is.
Hmm.
But
Hmm. Yeah,
uh,
it was an interesting case, but I heard somebody say it, and I agree with them. Like, I hope he didn't do anything worse than this, but there's got to be more than what's come out for them to be so sure they can fire him for cause because like they just don't have a case. But
Yeah.
ho- I hope I hope he didn't do anything worse than what they're
yeah,
accusing him of. But
I mean, I guess you could go down the list, Coach O, like,
yeah.
but
yeah,
yeah,
Yeah, 'cause I mean, he's only a first year coach, so it's not like it was oh, he's been sucking for 3 years. Let's find something. Like,
correct. Like it's just
yeah,
and this and they relieved him what like or put him on leave a month ago already probably.
yeah, something
It's
like
been a
that.
while back, so yeah.
I don't know. Might be keeping some under wraps.
I mean, if they were trying to fire him for cause, they're not really worried about his reputation. So I don't like either they have nothing else or it's something really bad, and they're all trying to save face.
yeah.
Yeah. Also in the relationship business, but Bobby Petrino is apparently on track to sign his OC with North Carolina. So
Mm.
Yeah,
nothing officially signed yet, but it'd be an interesting addition to the North Carolina staff.
I mean, oddly enough, guys, like didn't Arkansas finish top 20 or top 15 nationally this year in offense? So like, and that hasn't our offense hasn't been Arkansas's problem, especially since Taylor
No,
Green got there. Their defense has been atrocious. So and he wasn't awful when he was at A&M that year underneath Jimbo. I think there was some butting of the heads between the two, but he wasn't awful. I mean, North Carolina finished over 100 nationally in offense, so I think he might be able to do something there,
for sure.
more than Freddie Kitchens did. It's a very
Yeah.
odd pairing there as well with Petrino and Belichick, but who knows?
Yeah,
And it could just be a deal where he thinks he'll just be there for a year or two, and then once Belichick leaves, he'll get the head coach position. So may just be a
Bobby's got
career
to
move
be
for him.
but I feel like
Bobby's
he
got to
probably felt
be
the
getting short
same.
on years here, right?
Yeah,
He's got to be
Yeah.
getting mid 60s here. I mean, I don't know how many more 2 or 3 year holdouts he has in him.
yeah, and I think he was probably hoping for them to promote him from interim at Arkansas too, but
Yeah. 0-7 down the stretch kind of doomed those hopes.
Yeah,
yes,
no.
If he wins two of those games, he might get a look. But
which dude, they
0
were
and
so
7,
close in so many, it's crazy.
best. It's probably recency bias, but best 0-8 team in the SEC in a while. Had a lot of people on the
Oh,
ropes.
yeah.
A
Yeah,
lot of people on the ropes.
Just good enough to
crazy.
be bad.
Yeah,
And then other coaching news: Texas fires their DC Pete Kwiatkowski, DB coach Dwayne Aquino hires Will Muschamp immediately, which I thought was an interesting
immediately.
move. Yeah, like
Very interesting move.
yeah, like my brother, he was like, I wonder if that was like or no, somebody texted in the group chat, like, I wonder if that was like a booster calling saying, like we want Muschamp back. But man, like I know the defense regressed throughout the year, but like I was shocked that they
I
fired
Yeah,
him. I mean, like,
I feel like that wasn't
br
their issue.
no,
Bring him in as like an analyst for a year or something, and if something goes haywire next year, maybe pull the play calling duties. But wasn't that guy like a finalist for the Broyles Award like a year ago?
I think
that
so.
he was like a head coach candidate all over the nation. Like, I mean, he
Yeah, I
was
mean, there was some problem. I mean, Anthony Hill didn't pop like you thought he was this year. That didn't help. I mean, there were some things. Yeah, there were some struggles, but I mean, just to get the hook that fast, I thought that was interesting.
well, and like
Yeah,
Dwayne Aquino being fired, like that didn't surprise me at all because their secondary was their biggest issue. which I was surprised they even brought him back. But I mean, I didn't
It
think there
was
was
their
enough glaring issues to get rid of him completely.
it was their issue, but Muhammad was hurt for a lot of the season.
True.
What's the safety's name? He was out for a long time too. The white
Taff,
kid,
yeah.
yeah, Taffy or Taff, whatever.
Taff, yeah.
So like that played a big part into it too. That obviously your secondary is not going to play well if your best players aren't there.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure.
ah, yeah, it was just interesting timing, and especially how quickly they made the announcement that Muschamp was
Hmm.
hired. It's crazy. Um, and again, Muschamp, we know how good he is defensively. Wasn't cut out to be a head coach. But I think if he just takes a back seat and calls a defense, I think it'd probably be pretty good.
Yeah, and I mean, I know he hasn't been a DC since like 2015 or
15.
something, but he's still been,
Mm-mm,
I'm sure
mm-mm.
he's still, yeah, it's like 2015 was the last time he was a defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
No, he was DC at Georgia a few years ago, and then he moved over to an advisor
He's,
role.
Well,
I thought he was an
he was
analyst
a
at
special
Georgia.
teams coach, and then he was like maybe co DC, but he wasn't calling plays. And then
Wasn't
he
he
was like
also
a
DC at Auburn before he went to Georgia? Or am I getting all
mm,
this mixed up?
He was
no,
the
I don't
DC.
think
Yeah, he
so.
was. He was the DC at Auburn in 2015.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. It was
yeah,
that
yeah,
Jesus Christ, that long ago?
10 years ago, yeah. Because he was the head coach at
Jeez.
South Carolina after. He was a special teams coordinator at Georgia in 21.
He was co-DC at Georgia. That's where I'm
Yeah.
yeah.
getting them mixed up.
And then he
Damn,
was just
Auburn
a
was 10 years
veteran
ago.
analyst
Wow.
this year. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Supposedly he was an analyst, though, because I think I read something his son or one of his kids were playing sports and he wanted to be there. And so he would pretty much just come in on the weekdays, uh,
Yeah,
game plan, and then dip out.
It
yeah, and I
was
think
a very lax role. He wanted to spend more
Yeah.
time with family.
Yeah.
yeah,
Which don't those always intrigue you though? Is there more to it? Because these guys step away for family, then he immediately just moves to Texas to be a DC.
Yeah.
Like, if family was a priority here, I mean, Will's made some money in his time. I mean,
And
yeah.
and then just boom.
I'm sure as an analyst at Georgia, he wasn't getting paid minimum wage
No,
for that
Correct. Plus,
cush of a job.
he's been a fired head coach twice, so he's
Yeah.
got some. It wasn't in the crazy buyout era we are in now, but
Few
he
mil.
he's made some money. It's That's not act like he's. It was like, oh, I got to go jump on this job here to make some more money. I think so. If
but
it
he had to
was
come back.
really family, I'm just saying, like he probably wouldn't have just jumped ship and jumped into Texas that fast.
But he had to come back too because he's still the head coach in waiting after Mac
True,
Brown. So
true.
Especially
he's
with Matt
gonna,
Campbell gone.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't think Matt Campbell's gonna be leaving that job now.
No.
But yeah,
Never know, man. As soon as Sark decides to jump to the NFL, he's just going to be right there, ready to go.
could be
And
coming.
with the two uber successful stints he had as a SEC head coach previously, I'm sure Texas would love to make that move.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, let's jump into some games. Unless y'all got something else y'all want to touch on.
No?
Um, no, I mean, hard to get too into. Yeah, I mean, we're on college football. If we want to touch on this stuff afterwards, we can, but might as well rip this stupid ass Band-Aid off. So.
Yeah, let's just power through. Well, we can roll. Well, let's roll into Friday first. We had Alabama and Oklahoma in Norman.
Yeah,
Um,
you want to talk about a home team laying an egg, all right? These
yeah.
Oklahoma Sooners. I mean, talk about the worst home performance of the weekend, boys. I mean, that's just piss poor effort up in Norman. Uh, God,
It was wild though, man. Like, because I mean, they were talking about Mateer. This is the best he's felt since he injured his thumb,
He didn't have
and
tape on it.
didn't have tape, and so of course they come out firing, go up 17-0. Everybody's like, man, Mateer's back. Oklahoma looks great, and then the wheels just absolutely fell off. Alabama scores, make it 17-7. Punter decides that he doesn't know how to hold onto a ball anymore. So Alabama makes it 17-10. And then the pick six was one of the worst throws that I've seen all season. throws it to the cornerback. I legitimately think that Mateer might have forgotten what color they were in for a second,
Yeah,
and throws it straight to the cornerback. I mean, easy pick six, makes it 17-17. And I mean, Oklahoma had nothing after that. They just, the wheels completely fell off. So big comeback win for Alabama, and like I said, just a big flop, laying an egg for Oklahoma at home, trying to get their first win. Now 0-5 in the college football playoff era. Just not a great look.
blue blood. Um, no, I think when 50 Cent walked out and Ty Simpson was singing along,
Yep.
I knew it was over. I knew it was over. Like, yeah,
Where did that
Wh-
come from? I
dude,
was shocked.
I don't
That was
know.
just like a jump scare. Like, why is 50 on my TV right
dude,
now?
I thought the same, man. Um, and it's not like he's from Oklahoma. I don't think. Like, that's
I
the
don't
most
think so.
random.
There's surely no way that 50 Cent is
Yeah.
from Oklahoma.
No, no.
There's not a chance.
Yeah, he's from Okmulgee. Yeah, like, but where was A&M's rapper coming out?
Hey, we're
Yeah.
talking about Oklahoma, Alabama right now.
Yeah.
There's no reason to
Dude,
to-
To jump ahead.
imagine Lil Wayne popping out at Kyle
Yeah.
Field in the
well,
going
that
to the
wouldn't have
fourth
made any
quarter.
sense. Isn't he from New Orleans?
He is, but
I mean,
50
50
Cent ain't
cents
from
from
Oklahoma.
Queens. I just looked at it.
Yeah,
So
the Queens, New York native. How much did they have to pay? There, there's no way 50 Cent's ever been in Norman, Oklahoma before.
no,
There's just again, there's not a single reason he would have ever been. I'm gonna stop right there. There's just not a reason he would have ever been to Norman before.
no,
Dude,
no.
maybe in his early days when before he got big, he played like a frat party there or something.
Lucas, I don't think I don't think they were going to places like Norman, Oklahoma. I'm just gonna say
Yeah,
for
maybe.
certain reasons. I just they're just not going to Norman. Probably wasn't where those guys hung out.
Yeah, maybe not.
But yeah, when he came out and the entire Alabama sideline, excuse me, was even more hyped than
They were
Oklahoma's
so
sideline
hyped.
was. In that moment,
Done.
done, game over.
Yeah.
There's no reason. Just turn it off.
Yeah,
Uh,
Ty Simpson was singing every word, like just bobbing his head in the zone. Yeah, it was done.
yeah, I mean that's the that's the most toughness and fight we've seen out of Alabama in a while
Yeah.
Yeah,
because they kind of came crawling to the end of the season, and
Since the
obviously
first Georgia game, honestly.
yeah,
probably yeah. I mean they went on that stretch where they won 4 games against ranked teams, two on the road, three on the road. I mean they went that
Yeah.
impressive stretch, and then just kind of limped home, and then got mollywopped in the SEC championship game. But to go down 17-0, I mean we were all texting it like game over. I mean, they're
yeah,
just going to roll them over. Kalen DeBoer's going to jump on the first flight to Michigan. See you later. We're out of here. We're done. And the complete opposite happened. I mean, um, I blinked and we're going into a tie halftime game, of course, with the pick. And I'm still not sure what that was. If that was, I don't know if it was a missed route miscommunication, but nonetheless, how John let that ball fly is unbelievable. I mean, there wasn't a guy within 20 yards of that defender. I don't know what even he was covering, to be honest. I
Well,
guess it was
I
just
mean,
zone, so he
you,
went to
you saw
zone. But
you saw him start running as soon as he threw the ball because he knew what he did. Like,
yeah, it just I don't know what was going on there, but yeah, I mean the offense looked decent, and then just nothing, absolutely nothing. You got a punter just dropping a ball. I mean, it was like it was flipped from the first game where Alabama had all the turnovers and the miscues, and then Oklahoma does it and kind of got the same result. Not sure how much better Alabama really played. They just took care of the mistake. They took advantage of the mistakes more and capitalized.
yeah.
for sure.
Because I mean, overall too, it's not like Ty Simpson like lit up the scoreboard either. Like the offense still looked rough. They still couldn't run the ball. Again, OU's defense is very good. Even with Jam Miller, like they couldn't move the ball on the ground at all.
No.
Haven't,
Um,
which is a
and
major problem.
we should probably touch on that catch as well. Um,
Yes.
that was an unbelievable catch. I forgot who made the catch. Um, Ryan Williams is also transferring. No shot
As he
Yeah.
state.
should.
Um,
Dude, that guy needs to find some stickum. He just
yeah,
can't catch a
So
football.
bad, dude. So bad.
Jeremy Bernard. It was Bernard who made the catch
Yeah.
Yeah.
over the defender. Again, it's a poor thrown ball too. Dude made a play. So we'll see. I mean, Indiana's defense is on par with OU's, I would say. Um, if not, maybe a little bit better in the back end. Um,
I don't think they were strong up front.
no, not up front, but Alabama can't run the ball.
That's true.
In the back end, I think Indiana can match up well with the receivers. We obviously saw what they did with Tate and Jeremiah Smith.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a good matchup, and I'm sure we'll kind of touch on it in a little bit. But I think they're 7-point favorites, 6.5. Indiana.
I haven't seen it yet, but
Are
That's what
we
it opened at.
uh,
That's what it
are we,
opened
are we
at.
going to preview games this week? Because we have
I guess.
another Sunday before they happen.
Shoot, man. I guess we do. That sucks.
yeah, we
Yeah,
can
we have.
wait.
It. I thought for sure they were next weekend. I didn't realize it wasn't until New Year's. Like that
Yeah.
feels like an eternity. But um,
Yeah, we'll
also,
touch on it next
I
weekend.
didn't have the best kicker in the country missing kicks twice on my bingo card either.
Yeah.
That was a major. I
Crazy.
mean, I know the first one he missed, like that would have cut it to a one score game. I'm not saying they would have won, but um, he tried it out there for a field goal under 40, and that I didn't even. It wasn't even a thought that
No,
he could miss, and I'm not even still to this moment. I'm not sure that he did miss, but when you kick it over the goalposts,
you're putting it
um,
up for debate. Yeah.
yeah. And
Yeah.
then again, even the last one, he that kid's nails from the 40-yard line and to leave one short was like, whoa. I don't know
Yeah.
if that was just in his head, but yeah, it was interesting. Just everything that can start going wrong for Oklahoma kind of went wrong, and I mean, they let John Mateer throw for 307 and still win. That guy can't throw, so
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Heisman winner is now gonna be going against that defense. So we'll see.
yeah. Alabama is still flawed, and not being able to run the ball, it's going to be their kryptonite at some point.
Yeah.
As far as advancing deep in this playoff.
I think it will be an interesting matchup though to see, what kind of momentum Alabama takes from this, and then Indiana have an entire month off. Almost between
Yeah.
games. Like that's going to be a big tell too, because that's tough getting that first round bye. Like it's nice to get it, but also just sitting out for that long. I mean, we kind of said like it won't happen like it did last year, but kind of look at what happened last year, where all top seeds went out in the second round. But and I think part of that does play into it. It's just you're just sitting and you're just practicing for 3 to 4 weeks. So
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that
True.
it's going to affect Indiana big, but I mean, I could see them coming out rusty too, and then Indiana having this momentum, or Alabama having the momentum coming forward. So
It's very
see
true.
how they go. Let's see how it goes. But yeah, so that's how the CFP opened up, and then rolling into Saturday morning, 11 a.m. Kyle Fields, College Station. Rough loss for A&M. You want to talk about good kickers struggling though? I mean, Miami's kicker was one of the better kickers in the nation too. Missed 3 field goals, and I
Yeah,
mean, bad too.
I, I'm I'm not even gonna blame that much on him. Did y'all see the wind?
The wind was
Yeah.
crazy.
Did y'all watch the kid try to kick the field goal pregame?
Twice.
That should have been the telltale. It's gonna be. I mean, the like balls were flying, and then like they seemed like they stopped and just went.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
it was swirling. It was gusting over 30 to 40 on the field. Uh, didn't envy those kids in that position at all. Um, Enjoyed the hell out of it in the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kept us
I'm sure you
alive.
did.
That
Ta-
A&M program number one transfer portal. Find a damn kicker.
Well, the first one got blocked, right?
but dude, but that's
How
part of the
in the
problem too. Like,
hell?
yeah, like you'll
Yes,
probably say
go,
the same
Brian.
thing. Well, I'm just gonna say like
Yes,
that short of a field goal and you're kicking a low line drive, like it's wild.
Yeah.
exactly what I was gonna
Yeah,
say. Like 22 yards, boys. That is, for those that don't know, that is 3 yards longer than an extra point. And he
yeah,
kicked a low line drive that like he was trying to drill from 57.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Maybe he's trying to
I
kick
mean,
through the wind, dude.
he must.
Well, he sure couldn't kick through Ruben Bain's hand.
Yeah.
So, win be damned.
Yeah.
Oh man. Hey, at least they got one, dude. They got one. So
Yeah, I don't know, fellas. I mean, I kind of touched on it earlier too. It's just it's pretty demoralizing. You have outstanding crowd. You're at home all the years. Your defense holds a team to 10 points at home. There's not a world you should lose that game. There just there's not. Not whenever you have an offense that whatever you want to say about the SEC schedule, you had an offense that was putting up 30 pretty consistently at home on the road against SEC defenses. And Miami had a very has a very good defense. Not had has a very good defense, but the the two main things, and it bit us a little. It bit us in the same way against Texas. A&M could not run the football at
mhm.
all. For as much as the hype was about the offensive line, Colin Klein's unwillingness to stick with it at times, I think, has hurt us. And then Marcel Reed is just too inaccurate of a quarterback. Um, Again, the 62 completion percent is coming in the game. People were attributing that to, oh, early season we were taking a lot of deep shots. Oh, he has to scramble and throw the ball away sometimes. No, go back and watch the tape. He just misses wide open guys.
Yeah.
There was 7 instances in this game that he just missed a receiver. Two of them resulted in picks, including
Yeah.
the one that sealed the game. The first pick wasn't as bad as Mateer. It would have been the worst pick of the weekend had John Mateer not thrown that pick because
Yeah.
he had a guy wide open with nobody within 5 yards of him, had found a soft spot in the defense, and for the life of me, I'm not into. I don't know where he was throwing it because he threw it right to the defender as well.
Yeah.
And again on the game sealing interception, it looked, if you watch the replay, it looks like it's 4-on-1, but if you really watch it close, everybody else was covered. It was the right read, and the tight end was breaking open at the end of that route. If that ball comes out of his hand a second earlier, I'm not saying it's a touchdown. It's definitely not a pick, but it was all game. Just balls a half yard off, a tick behind. That even the big play one that tried to set up the field goal. Craver had to make an unbelievable catch to
Yeah.
readjust. Again, the wind
Yeah.
might have, the wind there, but if that ball hits him in stride where he doesn't have to turn shoulders and go, that's just a
He's
touchdown.
gone. Yeah.
It's a
Mhm.
touchdown. I mean, Craver is too electric there. So um, the inaccuracy was gonna doom us. I think he did a better job reading the defense because he was making the right throws. He just couldn't make the throws. Um, so I don't know. Didn't love the game plan. I'm not going to sit here and say Colin Klein had one foot out the door, but we obviously know he did. I think there's a lot of that going on where guys are trying to get their staff and recruiting and everything set up at another school, but yet they're trying to be focused on the task at hand. How That's hard to juggle. That's hard to
Yeah.
juggle. And granted, we were the highest profile team that had to do it. Well, I guess Oregon as well. So we'll see how far Oregon goes because Oregon's losing. both of theirs coordinators as well. But I don't see that being a recipe for teams making deep runs in the playoff when that's going to be happening, moving
Yeah.
forward. So I don't know. I could keep babbling on about this game. It just stunk. Hold a guy to 103 yards passing. Yeah, a buck 72 on the ground for Fletcher. Great game from him. But Miami did to A&M what A&M did to other teams all year, and that was you stay consistent up front and you finally wear a team down. And into the fourth quarter, their offensive line, which is outstanding, finally wore our front down enough where they're able to break these long runs off and seal the game. So credit to them. Credit to them. They hadn't come into an environment. Say what you want about A&M. I don't think you can argue that Kyle Field is a very tough place to play. It's very, very, very loud, and they came in there and slayed it. So it's good for Miami.
Yeah, I alluded to it a little bit earlier, but to the volleyball team, but I think this is the opposite case here. I think A&M, they hit their strides earlier in the season offensively, right? Against LSU, like Marcel Reed wasn't missing those throws. He was making every throw imaginable. And then as the season went on, came out of form a little bit, right? And I think that's where Texas was the opposite, right? Texas at the beginning of the season, they couldn't do anything offensively, and then as the season went on, towards the end of the season when they played Texas A&M, things were clicking a little bit better for Arch, and he started figuring it out, and it kind of went the other way, which is why, again, sometimes the hot team is the best team, not just
Yeah.
on paper. I think A&M kind of had that going against them with the loss to Texas, and again, I've seen people talk about it on social media and commentators. Texas might have figured something out against Marcel Reed too, where just drop back and let him try to make a pass, let him try to read a defense, and instead of trying to pressure him as much. Because at the beginning of the game, he was making plays with his feet. Nobody was open, and he was able to scramble for first downs, and it looked really good. But once they spied on him or put a spy for him, those running lanes weren't open anymore, and then he had to make plays with his arm, and he wasn't able to.
I
Uh,
mean,
but again, against
Miami really
LSU,
only rushed four majority of the game. Like they weren't
yeah,
blitzing hardly at all,
no,
which is exactly
and
what Texas did.
exactly that's what Texas did as well. But again, against LSU was rushing four, but Marcel Reed was making every throw imaginable, so it didn't matter. And that's where I think he was just cold. It happens. And it sucks, but that's kind of what it is. You see it almost every year with Notre Dame too. They have early losses and then they rattle off a bunch of wins. Say what you will against who they play, but they were pretty hot going into the end of the season. They looked really good. So, which is why I think a 16-team playoff could be actually pretty good, where some of these hotter teams who lost earlier in the season, kind of sitting around the 15-16 mark, could be able to make a run. But I think A&M just was on the back end of that, where they blew their load too early.
Yeah.
I know that Notre Dame was begging for Alabama or Miami to lose just
Yeah,
to like give themselves a case. Like I think their Twitter account even tweeted when Alabama was down 17-0. They tweeted, this team got in over us, and then
yeah,
of course everybody just rags on them after that. So yeah,
yeah,
but I mean, like for me, like the biggest thing is just the timely mistakes by Reed. Like in
yeah.
that final drive, I mean, 2 plays before he threw the pick, I was like, this is about when Reed's due to throw like a bad interception. And then it was 2 plays later, he throws the interception in the end zone. Like it's just kind of been especially recently, that's just been kind of his thing, is just making bad throws at the wrong time. So
And
I mean, it was even early game too. Like it really wasn't his fault, but on the second drive, you know, the first drive we only got 32 yards, but we had 12 plays, and then we forced them 5 plays punt. We come out, we're driving the ball, and then we have a read option play, and Le'Veon Moss doesn't even come for the draw. He just goes straight out on a route, and Reed's standing there for like 4 seconds waiting for a running back that's just not there. Then he has to roll out to his left. He ends up
Saw
fumbling the
that.
ball.
Yeah.
And like I'm not saying we go score there, but we move the ball first drive. You're moving the ball second drive. You go score. You force another punt, which they do. I mean, momentum here at home, like things can snowball. I really do think that second drive on that fumble was very very pivotal because if you move the ball once, you go move the ball and you score there, and back to untimely deals. And I'm not blaming them completely. I don't know if they got crossed up or what the play call was there, but that fumble to me that killed that drive because you get that Kyle. A lot of things could have happened there, and I think that one's almost as important as even the ones that are the more obvious
Yeah.
issues.
I think I alluded to it too in a previous podcast as well. Even when Texas A&M was winning football games, Reed for some reason in the red zone too. I feel like he has picks
Awful,
in the red zone often. Like he
awful.
yeah, and it came to fruition again. It came to fruition against Texas, where when you're playing from behind and you need a score and you get down into the red zone and you can't make a throw, that becomes a problem. The one thing I will say with Texas A&M too, while Concepcion, Craver, the two last name guy, uh,
Bethel Roman.
Bethel Roman, that's what I was going at. All those are very similar receivers. They don't have really a big target receiver for those red zone opportunities. Like all those are very electric, explosive playmakers who can hit you with a long touchdown, but there's no target man to just box out a DB in the corner of the end zone. I mean, LSU,
It's yeah.
how bad their offense was. Um, Trades Green is 6'7". You just let him go up against a 5'11" corner, get your matchup, and throw it up there, and he's going to go get a board.
A&M's best red zone offense is running a read option and either him handing it off or running a QB keeper. That's
Yeah,
like it's ever since the LSU game last year. That's whenever they're at their best. And that's why, again, when I talk about game planning with Colin Klein, not even just this game, but throughout the season, when we've gotten those tight spaces, when you see he can't make throws in open field, he would continuously call three straight passing plays, and we would continuously not have success. And
yeah,
again, the reluctancy to trust an offensive line as the season went on was very confusing to me. Because we would run, and I know when Le'Veon went down, that changed things. But I mean, there was other games still where the offensive line would wear teams down, and even Owens would pop a few times and stuff. But like, if we were in a tight game, they did not trust the offensive line. You know, every drive, if they ran the ball one time, it was two straight passes, or it was pass run. Like they were not taking a
back
chance in
to
the run
back.
game here.
Yeah,
They just were not going to do it, and I think that's what ended up costing us at times is just relying pass, when the strength of this team was supposed to be four running backs and a completely returning offensive line, and then you mix in your weapons on the outside. It was supposed to be electric, and it was,
at times it
and
was
then
absolutely.
we got away from it, and that I don't know why we got away from it. All the motion, all the everything, and part of it is probably defensive scheme. You know, a whole lot
Yeah,
more zone and less man. It's hard to have those electric guys out in the middle when everybody's playing zone on you and dropping eight back. You know,
yeah,
and
and that's how you
it's
run
not
the
that it's any
football.
less. It's not like it's any less electric. It's that when they were breaking those for 20, 30 yards, well, they only had to beat one guy. Well, now they have to beat three guys because they all drop back. So that play that was going for 30 before is going for 8 to 10. And
Yeah,
yeah,
which is why you have to run the ball when the box is light. That's
and th he wouldn't call the plays, man. He
trust me,
would not
dude.
call the plays. I
Dude, I've watched it with LSU's offense for the past 2 years.
Yeah,
Like when LSU was playing this year, there were teams that were rushing three, and LSU would still throw the ball. It was crazy. But I understand run and gun. You want to throw the ball. It's electric. That's where big plays happen. But sometimes you just got to go back to basics. I
Yep.
mean,
We also didn't try any big plays. He threw one deep pass to Kramer, which we caught.
yeah.
We didn't push the ball. We have two of the fastest guys, I won't say the country, but for sure the conference, and we just didn't throw it deep.
I mean, I would argue LSU has two faster guys, but they didn't throw the ball deep into them either, ever. Because,
Yeah.
but again, I think that has to do with scheme and matchup. Because if you're having two high safeties, like why throw into potential double coverage whenever they're, I don't know.
It was strange all around.
Yeah,
It was unfortunate, but it is the result, whether we like it or not, which I obviously don't like it, but it is the result. And
yeah,
we are at home, and Miami is, God, it sucks too. Miami, Ohio State playing in Dallas.
In the
They
Cotton
had it in our
Bowl.
backyard, dude.
Yep.
Jesus. But
yeah.
Yep.
Get them next year.
it's all we
There's
got to
always
look
next
forward
year.
to
Yeah.
now. It's all we have.
College baseball,
Right.
dude, right around the corner.
Yep.
Yeah, all we have is next year.
Well, we had two other games. We don't have to touch on them too much. Tulane over, Ole Miss over Tulane, Oregon over James Madison. I mean, I guess the biggest argument right here, obviously, it's been a big debate, letting two group of five teams in. There's already discussions on what the format's going to look like in the future between what teams are going to get in, how many teams are going to get in, all that. It's just, I know there's been anomalies and there's been closer games, but like just watching yesterday, like neither game was entertaining in any way. I mean, like I know like Ole Miss specifically, they went up 14 to nothing the first 6 minutes of the game. And they just absolutely rolled. I mean, like you said earlier, Lucas, like Oregon scored first play of the game. Uh James Madison would have some decent drives and then they would sputter. Just never anything where just either team was ever going to have a shot of being in that game. And so it kind of it just makes you wonder like what's it going to look like in the future. I mean, I even made an argument to where you almost consider having a Power Four playoff and a Group of Five playoff. Like you want to give them a playoff, like give them their own deal where there is a more legitimate shot. I mean, I know like if you expand to certain teams, there'll be some teams that'll get in. Like especially if you expand to 24 teams, you're going to get some teams that are going to play their way into that position. But to have a legitimate shot of making it, I mean, especially like what was James Madison number 24 in the country, and then all of a sudden they're the number 12 team in the country. Like for them to be able to be put in a position to where they're having to face a Power Four team and have a chance at the national championship. It's just crazy to me. Um, and then it was absolutely on display too. I mean, to say that either team had a legitimate shot of having any kind of upset this year specifically. Obviously, some years are different. Boise State last year, but Boise State played a lot better and played their way into the playoff to where they deserve to be in it. Whereas a lot of times that's not necessarily going to be the case. So I just wonder what the future is going to look like because of the results of yesterday.
Yeah, and I think when the format was created, they didn't have this in mind. Um, but it's been going on for 2 years and it's already happened. So something has to change. Again, top 16, just do a playoff that way. It doesn't matter if you've won your conference, whatever. If you're in the top 16, 16 plays 1, 15 2, and so on and so forth, and just play it like that. Get away from these buys. Just let everybody play and crown a champion the normal way, like everybody else. Like settle it on the field and let's go. Like I don't understand what the confusion is about. I don't care if you win the American. I don't care if you win the Sun Belt. If you're number 16, get in. You're in.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, that's what it should be.
And that's going to allow teams to play their way in.
Yeah.
And then when those group of five teams that play their way in, they actually deserve it. Like Brian said, Boise State last year would have been in a 16-team playoff regardless. They earned it on the field to get there. We
Yeah.
just didn't have a team like that this year. I mean,
And that's okay.
it is. I mean, Tulane was ranked ahead of JMU as a two-loss team. I mean, it just no, it
Yeah.
shouldn't have been there. Um, I think as far as how they're going to stop two G5s ever getting back in is that the wording of the five highest rated conference champions will go away, and it'll be what the four. They're going to change it to like where the ACC exactly what happened this year. The highest ranked team in the conference gets in or something. It's going to like go away from the champion anyway.
Yeah.
So like if like this happens again in the ACC, then Miami would have had the automatic bid.
Yeah.
Well,
But
and
they're,
that's
they're going to have
kind
to
of
change up the wordage.
But
well,
they're
and
also doing
again,
the whole
like
Notre Dame thing. But
yeah. Well, going back to like the just the top 16 play, like this kind of goes back to the argument we've been making consistently. Is just what's the need for a conference championship game at this point? Like, just let the games play. You play a 12 game season, and you play in the top 16 get in. Like, I mean, I like to me like that's what it is. Like, because again, like you look at Notre Dame or in Miami, like neither one of them played a game, but because of results of other games that allow for Miami to get in. So like them not playing actually benefited to where, BYU, I know they were the first team out, but them
But
losing,
that's
it's
going to be the problem is that it's going to matter in the Big 12 and ACC, and it's not going to
yes,
matter in the Big 10 and SEC, and that's going to
agreed.
be the problem moving forward.
Agreed.
yeah,
Because if the Big 12 has a fringe team sitting at like 18, 17 or 18, or say both teams at 17 versus 18, for example, they need to play that game extra to be able to have an extra win under their belt to say, hey, we're in the top 16 now. Like you said, the SEC and Big 12 won't have that issue. But if you just did a 16-team playoff, you do the format or the scheduling exactly like it is now, and then you can still have the conference championship games, whatever. Make your money, do whatever you want to do with that. It doesn't matter for some conferences. It does for some, and then go from there. But just do 16 teams, no buys, just go for it. Like
but
that's.
even if you look at
I
it
think
this
I
year,
think
I
it's just
mean,
that simple.
but if you look at it this year, I mean, the top 12, I mean, BYU's 11, Miami's 12. So so Texas, the Big 12 ends up getting two teams in. The ACC still gets their team in. And I mean,
Yeah,
I would much rather watch Oregon and Miami and Ole Miss BYU than what we watched yesterday.
100%.
But
Oh yeah,
But
so
but just do 16 teams and get rid of this buy.
that's what
As,
I'm saying. But like,
and we'll have more of a sample size on New Year's. But if the teams who had buys come out and shit the bed, like do away with the buys. Just let everybody play.
yeah,
Just do 16 and call it a day.
I do wonder if they're going to consider that too. Like if there is more of a struggle from the bye teams, if that would play into going into a 16. Because I've heard like 14, I've heard 16, like I've heard different.
But 14, just make it a round number. Like that's
it's
what I don't
16.
'Cause
understand.
It's
But
it's got to be 16. It's got to be
because
six. I hate more expansion. If you're going to do it, it's got to be 16.
because also if you're Notre Dame and you have that clause, oh, if I'm ranked in the top 12 in a 12 team or whatever, like just make them in the top. Everybody is, if you're in the top 16, you're in. Like that's all that should matter. So if Notre Dame doesn't get preferential treatment, if you're in the top 16, you're in the playoff. It doesn't matter who you are.
exactly.
That's what I think should happen, and hopefully, all those athletic directors and people making these decisions are listening to this podcast because
I'm sure
just
they are.
it seems that simple because it is. Like
Yeah.
they're making it way too difficult. I mean, and at the end of the day, if everybody's like, "Oh, this is about money," well, better games, more games equals more money. Like that's what it is.
Well, because that's the
So
thing. Like
do
to
it.
the people that say it's about money, like in what way was putting Tulane and Ole Miss on HBO at 2:30? Like that's not making money. James Madison and Oregon getting the prime time 7 o'clock Saturday night game. That's not
No,
making money. Like you're losing
no,
money in that game.
and that's and that's a Texas fan saying that, and you can't tell me that if you put Texas going to Eugene, TNT would have made more money, because they
Yeah.
absolutely would have made more money.
Yeah.
They lost money this year doing it this way,
Yes. 100%. But
but
I don't know. I'm interested to see what it's going to look like moving forward with the format and everything, because there's got to be change
yep,
for sure. So
y'all already know what I want. I don't even have to say it.
yeah. I think
I'll
we're a
64.
com-
few
I'll, I'll
64.
compromise at I'll compromise at 16.
I mean,
I'll
I think
compromise at
that's
16.
I think that's a fair compromise. Absolutely, because again, as I was saying about the hot cold thing, like you see it in baseball all the time. Texas, as much as we want to give them shit, I think they have a pretty good case that they were hot at the end of the season and they could have made a little bit more noise.
Yeah,
Like
could have.
if Texas goes and goes to Ole Miss, I could potentially see them winning that game. Like it's absolutely could have happened, because I think that's kind of right where that matchup would have been, right? What did
Yeah.
Texas finish at? 15? 14?
It was like, yeah, I think it was
Somewhere in there.
14 or something.
13
Yeah.
or 13.
It was
It
13
might
or
have been
14.
13.
Yeah.
So 13 plays what, 5?
Something like that. Yeah.
Is that right? And Ole Miss was 5. Yeah. I think that would
No,
have been awesome.
13 would play like 7 or something.
Nah.
Or no, wait, it'd be,
It's a 7-10. It's a 7-10.
yeah, you're right.
So five plays 12.
Yeah. So
Okay.
13 would play
So then they
4.
Good Lord,
So
guys.
they,
okay.
We
so they would
watch
have played,
instantly a basketball bracket every year and we can't figure this out.
they would have played
Dude,
Texas Tech in the first round.
I would have loved it. How awesome would that have
Oh,
been? Texas
dude, that
going
would
to
have been
Lubbock.
electric in Lubbock, dude. The Tech fans would have gone
Tech just wiped
crazy
the
over
floor with
that.
them. That'd have been awesome to
Yeah.
watch.
And Tech, and you know how much Tech hates UT.
Yes,
Like that
dude,
would have
they would
been,
have loved that. Yeah.
God, dude, that they should just did this year, man. Throw all that out and just do 16. Who
But dude,
cares about
It's
like,
coming.
logistics?
but
It's
dude,
coming.
the FCS plays a 2014 playoff, and that one's gone well every year. Like, I don't like
Yeah,
And it
why
went
is the college
crazy
football
this year,
playoff
guys.
yeah.
exactly like it's
Like
just
teams that are not supposed to be there are in the finals.
That's why you do 24, dude.
Montana State and Illinois State.
Yeah,
That's
Illinois
why you do.
State is on an unbelievable run.
That could have been
Unbelievable
Iowa
run.
this year.
Oh God. I might be out
No?
on football if we start getting Iowa back in these playoffs, man. You know what? You know what? I can't say shit. I just watched a 10-3 football game, so I can't say nothing. Iowa
Did you
would have licking their chops.
did you play the over?
I didn't bet the game, dude. It's A&M
I know.
game.
I bet the over.
Yeah,
Jesus.
barely
Yeah.
missed it.
And I bet the
Yeah.
under in the out. And I bet the under in the Alabama OU game.
Wasn't that on like 40 or 41?
Yes.
Yeah, yikes.
So
Two bad reads here.
crazy.
If we clip my my bracketology, I'm gonna get absolutely roasted, just like I did with the my time zones. So
Not with the 5-13.
I'll say
yeah,
we'll probably get roasted with
That's all right.
our trying to match it up. Yeah.
It's all right.
Hey, one little tidbit I did find is that the reason that 50 Cent was at Oklahoma is because Oklahoma's trying to start a new tradition. They started on November 22nd, where they play many men during their game. So
oh,
it's a recent tradition that they're starting. So they decided to bring 50 on site.
mm.
Turned out well for them. I'm sure they'll do it
Yeah.
every year if they want to lose or if they want to pump up their opposing team.
Yeah. Oh man.
You gonna bring Shaq West to College Station?
I must be off on this.
He's the guy who sings Mo Bamba.
Oh,
I feel like A&M plays that a lot.
Yeah,
The
they
funniest
do.
thing about that is that that song is about a player that played at Texas.
UT basketball player.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know. It's
and
crazy.
A&M loves that song. And I guarantee if
So
you
if
ask
there's one
most of the
thing we
Aggie
are
fans, they don't even
obsessed,
know that.
there's anything A&M is obsessed with, it is Texas. So that would fit right
That is
in.
true. I mean, it's not like they have a fight song dedicated to him or anything. So,
Not at all.
Dude, but I didn't know this. Texas talks about A&M in their fight song too.
Of course they do.
yeah,
I didn't know that.
it's like
But
the very end. But yeah,
yeah,
yep. So yeah, that's college football
rivalries, rivalries.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good old
rivalries. I
fashioned
love.
rivalries, except the ones that get taken away. That apparently we're going to lose Notre Dame USC.
yeah,
Yeah,
Did y'all see that? Because Notre
yeah.
Dame, with all their big scheduling, they went, you know what? We are going to schedule harder games. We're going to take away USC and add BYU.
BYU.
Dude,
Yep.
dude. But I think that has more to do with like the Big Ten, the SEC, like the conferences kind of boycotting a little bit what Notre Dame's trying to pull. I,
It
I
is,
honestly
but
do. It
it's
like
like, all right, man. Like, we already
I
do all the
feel
scheduling that's iffy, and you're going to pull your only rivalry game?
well, but I feel
Like,
like
I
part
don't
of
know.
that too is the Big Ten, like them refusing to schedule Power Four games, and now seeing how the non-conference isn't as important, like to some people. So so that, like USC can say like we'll take Notre Dame out and we'll play Prairie View A and
UC,
M.
yeah, or
Yeah,
UC
like
Irvine or
yeah,
whatever.
like we'll play some slap that'll boost our resume, quote unquote, because we got to win instead of playing Notre Dame and potentially losing that. So
Which they had the
I see
last
it.
2 years.
Yeah, like I see it on both sides of the coin. I mean, which is wild. I mean, we didn't touch on that. So every power conference mandated starting is it starting next year, 2027, where like every conference said that they have to play a Power Four team except for the Big Ten, who is still standing pat on absolutely refusing to play a Power Four team or forcing a Power Four matchup in non-conference. It's
Yeah,
kind
I
of
mean that was
crazy.
my hike. That was my hike a few weeks ago, or I guess a few months ago now. Um, yeah,
But I think was it,
I
but
mean,
I think the Big 12 and ACC, I think is the first time that they said that they are have
yeah,
to now. So
but the ACC isn't going full swing now. Because, the ACC being just the biggest crapshoot of all time. Did y'all see what they're pulling next year?
no,
So because so many ACC teams already have a lot of out of conference rivals, so most of them already play two non-conference games that are against other Power Four teams. So some teams are going to play eight conference games, and some teams are going to play nine.
yeah.
And you tell me
what?
how the hell they're going to figure out tiebreakers. Because if they thought this year was wacky, next year is going to be impossible.
Yeah, because their tiebreakers are already out of whack, and so now you're throwing that in there, like that's wild.
It was awful this year. Yes, some teams will play eight, some teams will play nine,
Are they just
and
going
they're
by win
saying
percentage?
beats me, guy. I don't even think they know yet because they have to go analyze all the schedules now and figure it out.
Mm,
It was when I saw that headline come out, I said that just can't be real. I mean, they already had an ACC team this year lose a conference game that wasn't a conference game.
yeah,
And then, of course, we saw the tiebreaker breakdown that let a 7-5 team somehow not only make your conference championship game, but win it. And now you're going to have your whole conference not play the exact same amount of conference games on purpose.
Oof, that's
mm,
craziness.
But like, it can't go by win percentage though, because how are you going to punish a team that goes 7-1 in conference and then reward the team that goes 8-1 when you play the scheduled games? Like,
yeah.
you can't. I don't understand how they're going to do it. But
But
then that team plays an extra game, and
you know how it works. You just let the top 16 teams into the playoff and don't worry about champions, and just let them play the schedule. That's what it is.
that's perfectly fine. But I don't think
Yeah,
that's coming next year. So if it doesn't, how they write this out is going to be quite comical. And
yeah.
I mean, if this year's anything like next year, which with the size of these conferences and schedule, what am I trying to say here?
Parity.
In yes, or schedule inequality amongst your conference is like
Yeah, in intra conference. Yeah,
so like you're gonna have a lot of teams with close records, I would imagine. So that's gonna
yeah,
be pivotal next year in the ACC, how they figure out
yeah.
how to separate this.
Mm.
Very, very funny.
especially
And
if
already
you
the most
and
laughable conference out there.
I was gonna say, especially being like this year, we have all those teams on top with 1, 2 losses. How you divide that up is going to be crazy.
We'll break it down in about 7 months in our college football podcast preview.
Exactly.
Oh
There you
God,
go.
how the hell are we gonna preview that?
We'll figure it out in
It
7 months.
You know what? It won't matter. We'll be dead wrong anyway. So
Absolutely.
Exactly. Oh man. What else is going on in the world besides college football? I'm done
I
watching the
mean,
NFL for the year officially. So
Yeah.
I have turned my attention only to the NFL. So
Texans
fun
snuck out
Yeah.
stuff, boys.
a tough one yesterday against the Las Vegas
Woof.
Raiders.
What y'all thought I was doom and gloom earlier. If we would have lost to the Raiders too to knock us back out of the playoffs, I might have just not come on.
Yeah.
I would have been down in the dumps.
That
Well,
would
they're
I
knock you
locked
out of
mean,
in
the
now, right?
playoffs.
I think they're locked in now because the Ravens lost
essentially,
yesterday.
yeah. Yeah, they have like a 97% chance. I think the Ravens have like a 7. There has to be a lot of crap go down in the last 2 weeks. But I feel pretty confident because the Texans still have Indy. And if anybody's watching Philip Rivers finally look like he's 44 years old out there right now, then I feel pretty confident playing against Indy in week
Yes.
17 or 18. The Chargers, a lot more scary. Uh, but yeah, we have to go to the
LA.
Chargers, but yeah. But at home against the Colts with our defense, if they're still going to trot out 44-year-old Philip Rivers, feel fairly confident in that one. But
Tell you what though,
Yeah.
man,
we'll
the
see. We'll see.
Jaguars, they look good. They look good against the Broncos yesterday. I mean, top defense in the league, and they torched them. It was kind of crazy.
The Jags by wins are not the hottest team in the NFL, but if you
The
watch the
Saints are.
Jaguars, no, it's actually
Saints.
it's actually the
Saints.
Texans.
Saints have won 4 in a row.
Yeah, Texans have won 7 in a row. The Jags have won one, two, three, four, five, 6 in a row in a
Mm.
lot more dominating fashion, though. They look really, really good.
Is Brian Thomas Jr.
Um,
playing?
I don't know, man. He kind of had a cruddy start to the year.
He's
I,
playing.
I
Yeah.
want to say so. He is playing. He's missed a few games, but not the year they were expecting in year 2 for him. A
Mm.
bit about half the production he had last year.
Mm.
So not too sure what happened there. Because it's not like they have a stacked wide receiver room.
Yeah, I was gonna say who. Where's all this production coming from?
Trevor Lawrence is finally playing like Trevor Lawrence was supposed to. It's a
Yeah, but
big
who's he
help.
throwing to?
And their defense has been
Yeah.
they traded for Jacoby Myers at the trade deadline to try to get wide receiver help because
And they
Travis
actually
Hunter
just
went
extended
down.
him.
Yeah, they were like they extended. I think he's 30 or he's 29. They gave him a 3-year extension. Like that's how desperate they are, and they just keep trotting out wins. Man, defense is playing well. They're running the ball better with Etienne. They look pretty good. Um,
Yeah.
the AFC, I mean I don't know. I think I think it's wide open this year. I don't really.
It's
There's not.
stacked, man. The
I'm.
AFC is stacked.
I'm sure the. I'm sure the Bills are going to get the nod as being like the favorite just because of who they are. But the Jags are playing good. Denver's playing good. New England's really good. I mean, the Texans have won 7 in a row. Uh, Mike Tomlin will not have a losing record in the NFL. It's just he's
Refuses.
not going to do it.
Did they
As
win?
bad
They did.
they won. Now they're 9-6, so they are guaranteed to be above 500 again. 19 straight seasons, whatever you want to call it. He's a model of consistency, man. That team is not very good at how they're going to find their way because they still have the Browns and the Ravens. That team might win 11 games. Uh, well, I don't know.
Still,
DK Metcalf will be suspended for the next 2 games for punching a fan.
oh,
So
dude, that was wild.
yeah,
What?
you didn't see
Yeah.
this?
So
No, I
apparently
didn't.
the fan like
Oh
said
man,
something to him out of the stands, and so he went over there and like threw a punch at him. Like,
suppose
th-
he claimed it was a racial slur. The fan saying he didn't, but
like he had a Metcalf
he still
jersey, and
threw a
apparently he
punch.
said something. Yeah, and he threw a punch at him, so he got suspended 2 games. So
Did it
that's what
connect?
like. No, I don't think
I
so.
mean, no. I mean, more of just a swing and like a more like a I say punch. I think it was more of like a open hand slap is what he threw at him than anything. But
I mean, I will say,
um,
like, it's been nice to have Pickens on the team, but man, I still would have loved to see the theater of Aaron Rodgers, DK Metcalf, and George Pickens all on the same in the same locker room,
well,
just to see the
you kind
fireworks.
of you kind of just beat me to that punchline there, Brian. I was gonna say whenever the Steelers traded away Pickens, they thought they were getting rid of all the craziness, and then DK said, "Hold my beer. I still got some of that left
Yeah,
in me
dude.
too," and
Yeah,
still doing the theatrics on the sideline.
it's wild, man.
But
Yeah, dude. But
but
I
yeah,
think you're right though. The AFC, like, it's loaded. I mean, like, the worst team in the AFC, like in the playoff picture, is the Texans with 5 losses. I mean, it's
yeah, but
kind of
like
crazy.
I think the playoffs are that interesting this year because for one, you have new faces with some other teams kind of faltering. But right now, I think if you were to ask most NFL fans, they would probably tell you the favorite in the AFC is the Bills, who are currently the 6th seed, and people would probably say that the favorite in the NFC is the Rams, who are currently the 5th seed, and they might fall to the 6th seed if as soon as the 49ers hold on here. So like there's I- a lot of people are going to give you different answers, probably depending on which team you're the biggest fan of here. But uh, I really don't know. I mean, the Seahawks are the 1 seed, but am I going to sit here and say I'm going to trust Sam Darnold in a playoff game to not shit down his leg? No.
Not after
You
last
know,
year.
the Bears, Chicago, the Bears. I mean, are you going to put your faith behind them and for year one, Ben Johnson,
Well,
two
dude, I'll tell
seed?
you
I
this.
mean,
I'll tell you this though, man. Like, if you look at the Lions now after Ben Johnson's gone, and you look at the Bears now with Ben Johnson there, like that dude can coach. Like like super impressed by what he's done.
yeah, I would agree with that, but I did not expect to see what I'm seeing this late in the season as how this playoff picture's lining up, and it's going to make for some interesting football games because like if like say what you want about home field advantage and stuff, if Denver holds on the number 1 seed, the road to the Super Bowl in the AFC goes through Mile High. That's a tough
Hmm.
place to play, to
Yeah.
go on the road week after week. Same thing with in the NFC. If it goes through Seattle or Chicago, teams aren't going to want to go play January football in Chicago.
Heck no.
Yeah.
And Seattle, for whatever you want to say, like very, very supportive, loud fan base. So, you know, I c- that all these teams can make some noise. I mean, even New England, you have to go to Foxborough. in the wintertime. Like this is setting up for some rough, cold playoff, old school playoff football games, and definitely plays into the hands of the teams that earn the right to be top seeds. But they would not be the favorites, uh, even if the playoffs started today. But they're going to be ranked the highest seeds.
Dude, in related NFL news, how about the Chiefs deciding that they're gonna move to Kansas, like in
Dude,
2031?
again, again, that has to just be across the river for like
It
tax
is.
purposes. Like, there's no way they're moving the stadium to Wichita, Kansas, or something crazy. That's going to
It's
literally
it,
be the same thing. That's going to be the same thing as the Golden State Warriors moving from Oakland to San Francisco. You go
Yeah,
across the river and you're there.
well, Kansas City split between Missouri and Kansas anyway,
Yes.
so it's not like I mean, yes, this is it's surprising, but it's not unprecedented. But like Chicago's looking at land in Indiana.
Indiana, Indiana. Yep.
yeah,
I mean, like that would be more crazy to me than Kansas City moving within their own city. Just happens to
Yeah.
cross state lines, but uh, I think it's going to be a problem moving forward, though, guys. I mean, all these, especially when they want to get rid of these old stadiums, like
Yeah.
they were built before all these cities were built where they are now, and to build the type of complexes that these organizations want, they need hundreds of acres. And you can't
Yeah.
get that in downtown cities. Like you got to go outside into a county area or a rural area, most likely. So you're going to have teams moving out of what their namesake is. I mean, Dallas doesn't
yeah,
play in Dallas.
yeah.
There's
Playing
just,
Arlington, yeah,
you know, yeah. So the more that these teams want to, I mean, uh, I really I can't imagine the Bears playing anywhere else. But I know for facilities wise, like there's just not really a way to upgrade this stuff anymore. Um,
no,
and I'm sure at some point we'll see the day where Lambeau's not played at anymore, which that sounds crazy and asinine to say out loud. But if the Bears are going to leave Soldier Field, I mean, it's all on the table.
Yeah.
for sure.
I mean, they tore down old
Um,
Yankee Stadium,
yeah, it's got to happen
All we
eventually.
got left is Fenway.
And Wrigley.
which, God, I hope Fenway
Wrigley,
never
yeah.
leave. Fenway's perfect as it is, though.
To the fans, I remember who was it? Lance Berkman that one year. He said it's the worst clubhouse he's ever been in because it was like
Yeah,
He
for the fan
it was
experience,
just
though.
yeah. For the fans, it's nice. For the players, it's horrible.
Yeah.
was it even worse than the Coliseum? I remember reading the Coliseum was awful, awful, awful.
Yeah, probably not that bad, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of crazy though. I know the
Yeah.
state of Missouri is going to be
Yep.
sad though because they lost the Rams and now they're losing the Chiefs. So state of Missouri is not going to have a team anymore. So
Oh man.
yeah, they still got their
Poor people
Cardinals
up there
though.
in Missouri.
Yeah. And the Blues.
Yeah. Speaking of the Cardinals, I saw they traded Wilson Contreras over to the Red Sox today. So
Hmm.
I wonder if they're going to
Yeah,
start selling
there's been
off,
some.
try to rebuild.
Yeah, I mean, there's been some minor deals baseball wise. I guess there hasn't really been. There's been a couple of big names. I mean, none of the guys that we all three personally care about seeing. I mean, Stros have made some minor moves, nothing major, but I mean, the biggest one really was Dylan Cease, where that kind of flew underneath the radar, going to the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays have
Yeah.
decided they're just going to spend all the money in the world. I guess they realize they have one team in an entire country, so maybe they should try to spend some money. Um, Other than
Yeah.
that, Pete Alonso, I guess, going to the Orioles, kind of out of nowhere, but
They just
um,
traded for
uh,
who's the pitcher they just got? I don't know why I
It's the
can't
guy from
remember.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, shit, I don't remember.
It's not.
I guess Diaz going to the Dodgers. because
Yeah,
they just have unlimited funds.
dude, that is wild.
$1 billion
That the which they had an
in
off year last year, but deferred
yeah,
money.
yeah, $1 billion in deferred money through 2047, which has probably already been paid off through their media deals. So it's just nothing, dude. Like, I don't know.
Their their tax bill number came out the other day. That was something crazy. So was it
Yeah,
100 and
they just write him a
see if
check,
I can
dude.
find it. Yeah, it was some crazy number again, but the Mets are
Uh,
$169 million luxury tax the Dodgers paid.
And I'm sure
169 million.
if they keep winning, they'll be more than happy to sign it.
Oh,
Yes.
do y'all really think they're done this offseason? I mean, Kyle Tucker's on the table for them.
Yeah.
That's
Kyle
dude.
Tucker, Kyle Tucker's two most probable landing spots from my reading are the Dodgers and the Blue Jays, the two
Yeah.
teams that are spending the most money right now.
Dude, if Kyle Tucker goes to the Dodgers, I might not watch a single MLB game next year.
I might not watch anyway, dude, because one, because of the Dodgers, but two, the Astros are about to be horrible next year. Like, that lineup's about to be atrocious. Like, the pitching injuries that just keep racking up. Like, it's just, oof,
Hey,
about to be
we
rough.
might be able to get Framer back on a discount.
Doesn't move
I
the
don't
needle
need
for
them.
me.
Yeah.
No, but we don't have anything else.
What does move the needle for me are $10 tickets to the Astros game, so I can take my kids when they suck.
Go buy your
That moves the
$18
So we
needle for
beer.
can
me.
so we
Yeah,
can relive our high school years, I guess, or
Yep.
absolutely.
junior
It
high,
was
high
great,
school when we were awful, and we could go there and
dude. I was in college, man,
I
Was
guess
it
yeah,
in
2013? Yeah.
2011,
yeah,
2011,
yeah.
and you could get tickets for nothing. You sit right behind the dugout. It was great.
Yep. It's coming. Because
I'm
that's
here
what I'm
for it.
worried about is just like the bad team and the bad farm system. I mean, like that trade that they just made, Michael said it was the two of their top 10 prospects, which as we've seen, the farm system is already horrible. So it's like you're just like I don't know what you're trading off at this point. Like you're
This trade
scraping the bottom.
with the Pirates and the Rays.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't that trade made zero sense for me. I don't know what we were doing here.
I mean, that was more of
And
a I think that's more of a future thing because apparently he's under control through like
Yeah.
2032 or something. So just hope he pans out. But I mean, it's honestly like this is the time to sell. I mean, just start building the farm
Blow it
because
up.
I mean,
Blow it up.
there's nothing coming up right now.
Send
But
Jordan back to the Dodgers.
the
that
Mariners
that's
I think the Mariners are gonna have a stranglehold on the
yeah.
division moving forward.
Yep.
The Rangers are trying. They've been signing guys this offseason. I keep seeing them pop up. So they're trying to stay
Let them
relevant.
sign him,
But
man.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know. That's all I
That's all
got
I
though.
got. Arsenal won. Arsenal won.
They did. It
One
was a
nil.
good win. They always struggle against Everton, so that's a good win.
Yep.
Stay on top of the
Will
table.
was locked into that.
Yeah.
I was on my I was on my was that today or was that yesterday?
That was yesterday at 2 o'clock. So you were. It
Yeah.
was like the fourth quarter of the A&M game.
Yeah. I was still on my come down.
It
Wait,
was
yeah.
beginning.
No, today's Monday, so that was yesterday. It was
Oh,
Sunday.
sorry. No. The game was on. The
It was
game was on
Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh, I was
It
in
was
the
on
middle
this.
of my tirade then of just running around like a dumbass trying to will this team to a win.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've all been there,
Yeah.
I will say shout out to the Texas A&M police that keep everybody updated on all the ejections. I
dude.
saw they ejected
Great
12 people
follow.
from the stadium. Like it's just one dude was throwing
Nine
eggs in the
more
stadium. Like,
nine more ejections and then A&M had points.
They're probably throwing at Michael Irving.
oh, dude, that dude was going
That
crazy on the
guy, man.
sideline. He's wild,
That
dude.
guy.
Yeah.
the hair just takes him to another level. Like, because he just once he gets going,
And and to get there after going crazy at the Jake Paul fight the night before,
Yeah.
yeah,
dude. Shout out to poor Kay Adams. Did y'all see him and Brandon Marshall just like having her completely covered up in the interview at the Paul Joshua fight?
Oh
no,
yeah.
Like they
I
were
saw it on
just
Twitter.
they were acting a bunch of fools, and poor Kay Adams is just stuck down in the middle of them while they're losing their freaking mind.
Yeah.
It was an amazing segment, those two, and she's just there getting squished by him, and just off in the corners, Bert Kreischer just hanging out.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
Yeah.
amazing photos came out of that little segment there. A lot of good little memes were made, but we won't get into them. But
um, Question of the day. I mean, I think it's a no-brainer. But do you get in the ring with Anthony Joshua for 92 million?
Oh,
I I'll take it a step further. Do I break my jaw in two spots? Yes.
Yeah,
Tomorrow.
yeah,
dude.
dude.
Sign
Yeah,
me up, dude.
yeah.
92
If
million.
you're gonna
I'll drink out of
guarantee
it.
me, I was
You
gonna,
live.
I was gonna say if you can guarantee me I won't have a brain injury, I'm just gonna have a broken jaw in two spots. Yeah, sign me up. I'm getting in.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That's
Dude, I
what a
just saw the
payout.
highlights of that. Just Joshua just messing with him, dude. I feel like there was an
Uh,
agreement that it's like, hey, like you're probably gonna win, but we gotta at least go 6 rounds or something. Because I mean, like you saw the end. Like
did
I
you
just saw
watch it?
highlights and no, I saw the highlights and like at the end, Jake Paul's
Mm.
just absolutely gassed, and Anthony Joshua he's just strutting, dude. Like just
Jo Joshua was trying to go for the knockout. Paul was just dancing. Like he was
yeah.
going at him early, but he was also being careful because he was getting frustrated, but he was smart enough to know that Paul does have a good right hand, that
Mm,
if he let loose too early by getting frustrated, he was worried that he
you
could
catch
catch a
one.
hook,
Yeah.
and and knocking him out in six is way less embarrassing than getting knocked out by Jake Paul. So
Oh, for sure.
he was trying to he was trying to stay composed and not lose his shit that he could knock him out. But
Yeah.
yeah, to your point, he just Paul got gassed, and it was obvious by the end of the fight. But hey, good for him. Hell of a payday.
Well, I was gonna
Yeah,
say, and at least boxing an actual boxer, and not just some old retired dude. Not boxing 60-year-old Mike Tyson. Like getting a
Yeah, and
legitimate
I mean,
boxer out there to
uh,
fight.
one with the 5 inch height advantage, a 6 inch reach advantage, and 35 pounds on him. Like
yeah.
Yeah,
You could
I
tell.
don't care if Jake Paul is a real professional fighter, like good professional fighter. He was in a disadvantage all the way.
for sure.
Yeah,
So terrible watch though. He got
Yeah,
me. I watched it. Terrible watch.
yeah.
I did not. I was
I
curled
saw
up
the
in a
me-
ball.
say I
Yeah.
saw the memes on X.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's all I got.
Yep.
Yep. We'll preview the games next week. Seeing we have a whole other game to go, or another week to go before them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a few more
Unfortunately.
bowl games coming up. Had the famous
Oh,
Idaho
yikes.
Bowl today. Uh, the French fry bath for the head coach of Washington State, who ended up 7-6, the Pac-12 champion.
Yeah.
So,
So
all right,
great.
we appreciate everybody watching. Continue to like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell your family. Continue to follow our TikTok. Been struggling a little bit getting the videos up. We'll get back on that this week. Have a little more time on my hands, so we'll get those up. But other than that, we'll see you next week.
See you.